We have the legend himself,
Wande
Cole.
It's your boy Wande Cole
In the
Black
building.
Diamond of Africa is out here in the building. Beat FM 99.9. We outside. It's a Friday. We just out here to have fun.
I know.
Chee!
I know. So
Good,
how you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man.
I know we have a lot of shared history. I'd say that. I think the first time I met you was I just going to uni. This was 2000.
Wow, you make me feel old now.
No, not quite. This was 2006.
Okay.
You understand? Ululufe just came out. And back in the day, there were no DSPs, there were no streaming platforms. So I had the song on my phone and I went to University of Benin and I took it to school and I was sharing it from phone to phone. I was like, there's this new cat that is out right now. Sorry for using new cat.
Yes, I'm a cat. I'm a big cat. I love it.
I said, is this guy
fucking kill me there?
I was just like, there's this guy that's out right now. You guys need to listen to this song. So I was sharing it, from phone to phone. Then I started the magazine, back in the day it was Suave. Then for some funny reason, I got Mr. Sunday Arrest phone. Wow. And I remember that one of the very first interview I did, it was at Mr. Biggs in Maryland. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, you came in, we had that. And it's amazing to see how you stayed relevant, from 2006 when you first got in the game till now, man. Yeah. How have you been doing it, man?
Yo, man, first of all, I've always been hungry, to always change and innovate. For me, I feel like it's a calling, and I take music personal, like it's like my day to day. So it's a job. So that's why, and I always want to be outside. I feel so.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So you have an album out right now, Legend or No Legend.
Yes.
So I think it's a very, I won't call it coy though, but I think it's a very, very definitive, album title, Legend or No Legend, because I believe that you're a legend, man. To be honest, so when you say Legend or No Legend, it's supposed to just be legend, man. Right there. To be honest, bro.
I was inspired, of the energy on Twitter. Somebody just went on Twitter. My phone was buzzing one day and I just went on Twitter and I saw it, and they were saying, is it right to call Wande Cole a legend? And I was just like, you know what, let me end this, because a lot of people were like, no, real. And in my head I was just like, people have your time today. And I was just like, legend or no legend, I just love making music. And immediately I tweeted it, it stopped, and that's where I got my energy from. And now just like, you know what, I called them. I said, we're changing the title, Legend or No Legend.
Okay,
I killed it.
Oh, that's dope though. That's pretty dope because I actually think you're a legend, and there's something about the quality of the music that you've been making, like over time you've stayed true to the real essence of R&B, and also the fact that you're one of the major pioneers of Afrobeats that everybody's jumping on right now.
Appreciate you. I feel like, first of all, it's hard work. I've been able to still be consistent, and it's just because I always want to be new. Like, if you notice from when I came into the industry, and everybody notices it, that my music is always different. Like, it's like it always sparks up, a feeling. Like, if you see from Ololufe, when I came into Ololufe, it was very emotional.
Why? But you were in your 20s when
Ololufe
came.
I was like 21. I was like 21. So,
and that song was so deep.
Because I was in love at the time.
Really?
I was in love. I was very emotional at the time. And then I sang Ololufe, and then Ololufe became one of the biggest love songs, in the whole
country.
So I was so scared at the time. And then it now pushed me to a point where I was just like, if I could do this, I have to still make sure I can impact like this. And then and it now came to a time where I had to change, because it was about fast music. People wanted to dance, I'm talking about the times of like Two-Face. I'm talking about Nice. I'm talking about Barn P Square. You see that time? I was crazy. Just like, you know what? Look at these big bosses, man. I must come and show them something. So, and then I came with Bumper to Bumper. And then that groomed me over the years, So I feel like that's what's helped me, and I've been able to come with bangers since then.
That's crazy, man. And a lot of people would actually say, because I tweeted one day, I was like, I think it's a disservice to every Wande Cole fan that we couldn't get Mushin to Moit on DSPs for the longest, because I'm like, I want to play Taboo, I want to play Bumper to Bumper, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Then finally he came on DSPs and everything. And when we are trying to rate albums from the last decade or anything, Mushin to Moit is way up there.
Thank you.
Way up there. I think, and with every project that you put out, you constantly just outdo yourself. So
yes, I feel like it's intentional for me, just because I I feel like messing with sounds, a new production.
Yeah.
It helps me to grow. You know, it shows my elevation. It shows my growth. You know, also like I always want to work with new artists, new producers, because it makes me versatile. Yeah. You know, I'm not stuck on one beat. I could do R&B, I could do fast music, I could do
everything.
Rock, I could, you know what I mean? So like that's me. So why not
could do gospel, shockbets, yeah?
Yes, and why not experiment and take advantage of my voice?
Okay.
Because I know like I could do it. So why not just do it and become the best at what you do? And also, not only that, inspire others, the young generation.
I know, because I want to say, when you look at a lot of the new people coming out right now, when you're looking at the Bujis, when you're looking at everybody draws inspiration from you. Everybody makes music, because when they're different, you understand? But I'm just like, Wande Cole is their dad, there.
I mean, I love it.
Yes.
I love it to be able to hear all these sounds, because they come with their own sounds.
I know.
And they come with their own voices. I mean, voices are unique. You see, Buji is unique.
Yeah.
CK is unique.
Yeah.
Fireboy is unique. Omale,
It's unique.
Rema. These guys, they have their own sauce. It's like when you prepare food. Yeah. These guys have their own recipe.
I know.
You know what I mean? You see, even when Wizkid came, he has his own voice. And they have their own woo. That's it. And he gets the girls. So that's why. I mean, yes, it's intentional.
I know. So we're talking about the Legend or No Legend album. We're talking about a bunch of things today, because I think this is one of the first times you're not a huge fan of interviews. I don't know why you run.
How about
I don't know
what you think now.
Okay, well, it's different. I love this new energy. So there's going to be a lot that we're talking about today. A lot of things that your fans want to definitely hear about. The listeners would definitely want to hear about. And also, we just want to. It's been a very long journey, because it's rare to see artists, just make music the way you've made music and still stay relevant, and you consistently just move with the time.
I mean, I feel like I'm young at heart. First of all, I mean, you have to first be young at heart. Then you have to be hungry. You have to know what you're doing. I mean, obviously, when we came in the industry, we wanted to feed our families. I know. You know what I mean? We wanted to be superstars to be able to feed our families, because, I came from, the streets. I'm not gonna, everybody knows, so I'm happy to be one of the pioneers, and I'm happy to, also inspire my family. Yeah. Inspire my fans, inspire the young and new generation. Like, that's what I'm about, because I know, like, sounds are going to always, like, these new guys, when I hear their songs, it's always busting my head. I'm always like, what? Why this guy do this?
What's your favorite song right now? What's song going to replay? I'll tell you mine. What's yours?
I mean, I have a lot of songs.
Yeah, but there's one that maybe you hear and you just want to
love.
Yeah, which is
take my pain away. I want to.
My favorite song. I know, that's a dope one. That's a dope one. When people ask me, as somebody that's on the radio every morning, I play like 60 songs every day. Like, what's your favorite? For me, it's Joe Boy Body and Song. Gets me every time. I think it's a brilliantly written song. Yes. It always does. So, like, what we're going to be doing today is that we're going to throw you back, just bring you forward and talk about the entire process, putting together the Legend or No Legend album and everything else that is Wande Cole right now. Literally, there won't be any Wande Cole without, the likes of the band Don Jazzy, Mo Hits and everything. Yeah. And everybody talks about, I remember seeing the Why Me video, you in your red shirt, and it's still great to see that you can actually still, bust some dance moves and everything. I saw you, we're at your concert. I will see, you still have the moves and everything.
I still keep it going. It never leaves you, man. I've been a dancer from young, and shout out to Michael Jackson, Usher, and these guys have inspired me. So I'm in a great place. Obviously, shout out to Don Jazzy and the band.
It's Jibanji's birthday today. Happy birthday to the
happy
legend
birthday
too.
to the band, you know what I mean? Kokuma style, John
43, man.
43?
Still going. Still going.
I'm almost 40, man. It's coming, man. In the next 2 years, it's coming, bro.
Everything, bro.
It's coming, man.
I know.
But it feels great to still be here. I'm grateful for my journey. I'm grateful for everything I learned along the line. But it's a calling, and I'm happy to have inspired the new generation, and I'm happy to have worked hard to get here. I know. A lot of hard work and everything. I paid my dues. I went through the process. First of all, I started as a dancer, and then I was singing in the choir. And then I remember I went to Unilag and I met the band and Don Jazzy, and they met me. And then first of all, I was first the backup singer on their live band. Yeah. And then the band was the shit. My bad, but yeah, I have to be honest. But So I know back then when the band had shows, I was a backup singer with the band, like a 30-piece band. He had a 30-piece band, so I used to take bus from Jibo.
Wow.
And then I would go to all the shows, like and then they would already be there. And then one day I just gingered myself. I said, you know what, let me try and do some hard lips on stage. And they were like, you know what, come to the studio. And then since then, since Why Me, obviously, I've always inspired music. I've always been writing songs with Jazzy, and it's been a great look. From Why Me, to Oliver Twist, to everything. You know what I mean? I'm happy to have gone through that process to be here today. Because if I didn't go through that process, I wouldn't even, Also, I'm a great performer, obviously I've learned from the bands. I used to sound check for the band. I used to act like the band. So back then I used to just go and do the sound checks for him and sound like him. Those are these little things have, I've gained experience also, and also the business side too. You never really know when you're very young and you sign. And now I've learned my lesson, and I'm great. I'm in a great place. I have a great team. I run my own company, Black Diamond. It's a great look. I know. So we only hope for the best.
I know. So post Mo hits, there was Maven for a bit. And then there was Maven for a bit. I think. Maven, then there was Black Diamond and everything. So that's been a very what's it called right now, long process for you, because for a lot of other artists, once they exit that first major record label, that's almost like the end for them. So one thing that stayed that's kept you grounded and consistent is the quality of your talent, to be honest. So because
and it's because I refuse to give up. To be honest, when you have a company that breaks out like that, you only it's left to you. So I was left alone, as soon as it was, and I decided to hustle back. It was a big deal because I had to make sure that I was popping regardless, even though I didn't have the support no more from my record label. So so as soon as in 2013 when it broke up, and then I dropped that's when I did Superwoman, Baby Hello. Songs like My Woman broke everywhere. My Woman was so broke out everywhere. Song of the Year everywhere. You know what I mean? It was blown in Jamaica. People even thought that I was Jamaican because I was saying My Woman. I know. So it was intentional. Kiss Your Hand was intentional. Somiso was intentional. Again was intentional. All these songs, I made sure I was killing it. I never stopped. So I feel like you can woo yourself to a good space and psych yourself like,
you can actually do it.
Regardless of anybody.
So one thing that stood out as regards your follow-up album to Mushing Tomorrow Hits was, the quality of the production and the fact that everybody knew Malik Berry in the industry. I knew Malik Berry. Malik Berry was, Wizkid was a producer and everything. Then I was listening because once an album dropped, I just, I think I was driving from Virginia to Florida. So we're listening, and, and the song came, Weekend. And I was like, okay. Then he produced it. I was like, okay, pretty dope. And he started singing. I was like, how?
This is it. With me, I always like, to be in the room, with creatives. There's no how. We have to create, And also, Malik Berry is a wonderful producer. We worked on the album, Wanted together, and it was a beautiful piece. Weekend, obviously, Malik Berry can sing.
I know.
But, we both inspire each other. We feed off our own
that
energy.
That collaboration was something else.
Thank you.
It was something else.
Me and Malik Berry, he's always like, yo, come and hear this shit. Come and hear this shit. He too, I'll go and make my own music. I'm like, come and hear this shit. Come. So it's like more like a healthy competition between me and Malik. Yo, what do you think about this? And then we back and forth. So like that's how I've always been. That's how I've always loved to work. I love to work with producers. Create ideas, create topics, to work on, and tell them, let's change the sound. I don't like working on the same sound. You can never say Ololufe is bumper to bumper.
True.
Like. You can never say bumper to bumper. None of your
songs, sound alike. It's always a different listening experience every time there's a new Wande Cole song out. It's almost like you don't even know what to expect once there's a new Wande Cole song out.
I know, and that's how I love it.
Love the one with Gucci Mane, by the way.
Thank you. You see all these records. I love the fact that they, I'm part of it. I love the fact that I can inspire others. That's the most important thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's about 10 o'clock right now, like 3 more minutes. So just one more throwback there. We'll just get right into the Legend on Low Legend album. We have DJ Chocolate Thunder on the ones and twos right now. So we're going to just be breaking it down, track by track as regards, the creative process, what led you to, choosing the album cover. We see you on the Rolls Royce, doing your thing, being the boss and all of that. So we just break down, track by track, just talk about, your favorite collaboration, your favorite tracks off the album. And what next for you, Wande Cole, is 2023, a brand new year. It's half year right now. So what are we to expect, from June all the way to December? I'm sure you have something cooking for us right now.
I'm doing my job, and I'm going to the whole of Africa.
Okay.
To work. I'm going to East Africa.
Okay.
I'm going to Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, and Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and then I'm going to Ghana, and then I'm going to London, and then I'm going to Europe.
Okay.
By the end of the month, I'm supposed to be in Philippines. I have some. I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just out there, and then I want to do my own show.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay, at the end of the year, right? Yeah, sure. That's what every artist wants to do right now. So you know why I just had to play that song.
You set me up right now.
Everybody in the studio was singing, fair. Or lyrics,
except
lyrics
for me.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
That's
man.
A brilliant song.
Everybody here.
That's a brilliant song. That's an evergreen song. To be honest,
that's an emotional song.
I totally agree. A song that came out in 2005, 2006. Everybody's still singing word for word. Shows how much of an impact you've had in everybody just grew up on Wande Cole. To be honest, man. Wow. Yeah, everybody grew up on Wande Cole. Yeah, if you didn't listen to Wande Cole, I'm just in my mind. I'm just like, yeah, what were you doing, man? Yeah. So the reason why we're here right now, Legend on Lone Legend album is out everywhere. Yeah. Make sure you're going out there to stream, download, share. Just do everything so we can keep putting money back in the pockets of this artist right now. So 13 tracks. So now we're right now in the era where a lot of people do not listen to albums for that long. Yeah. Attention spans are shorter or anything. Yeah. So why did you want to do like your 13 track album?
I mean, I just wanted to create a body of work, with different sounds. Like I said, I worked with beautiful producers, and I just wanted to showcase, what I have going on recent,
Mm-hmm.
So, and also I've been able to branch out into different sounds, so on my album you can have this salsa feeling, that's this R&B feeling, it has this trap feeling,
with the song with T-Pain,
everybody has their own sauce,
love that song with T-Pain, right?
And then the album features Olamide, Fireboy, Wizkid, and T-Pain, so go check it out.
So how long did it take you to put this album together?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
So how many songs did you bin before this album came out?
There have been a lot of songs.
Like
trashed there.
Okay, so how many songs did you actually, record in the process of making this?
About close to 60 to 100 songs.
60 to 100 songs.
I still have songs like that. A lot of songs.
Songs day.
It's just time, the right time. I just like this one not yet.
Yeah.
It.
So are you attached to, because we see a lot of creative people that actually just create stuff. We see that attachment they have to everything that they create. I mean, so is it the same with you?
It's like my own baby.
Yeah.
It has to only feel right before it comes out. I don't want to put something like I feel like but the fans have like different listening ears to what they like, so you can I never really tell,
right?
But I know what good stuff sounds like.
Well, I know.
You know what I mean? So, yes.
Okay, so we're going to be playing a bunch of songs off the album right now. Just Come My Way, that was out. There was Quick Paso, love that song. So Chocolate Thunder, I think we start with Quick Paso actually. so we saw the video, and it took me back to the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah, because funny thing right now, because when I tell people that it's no fluke that I ended up on radio, because I grew up in a house that there's music constantly. Yeah. So I grew up with the likes of Sashina Peters, and my mom used to play tapes I think my mom was this groupie or something. My mom used to
I feel like every back then, so
we're doing the whole
I mentioned
so it took me way back when I saw the video and everything.
I mean, so you see my own family too, is like they always play these like old
records, right?
Fuji music, juju music. Mm-hmm. At the time there was Barista, Abi, and Beniza Obey. There's this guy called Dele Taiwo.
Okay,
like there's this you know.
Salawa
Benny, all these guys, like, so I just, you know, when you're young, you just, you just be little by little, you know, so that inspired the idea for the video. So I mean, the song was produced by KLP. I linked up with Olamide. I just, you know, because we already done Hate Me at the record, so we did Hate Me, and then it just felt like one day you need to do your own record too. I was like, Baba, you have to give me my own. You know, film. And then we sat down, and then he already killed the verse. You know,
loved it.
He already did that. So, you know what I mean? So he killed it. So it took me so many months to write my verse.
For real?
Yes.
This is very unlike you though, because every artist that I know that works with you, what they keep saying is that once you send one, they call like a verse and like a beat or anything, like by the next week he's had something for you. So for this to take you like a know for a while. Good things take time. Okay. But you know, not you have to work hard for it. Yeah. So what happened was I used to go to shows and come back and listen to the record. So I'll just write a couple verses. Yeah. And then I just leave it, go back to the show. So one day I got everything. And I was like, you know what? I think I have the verse. Let's go. And I called KLP and went there, recorded it, and I was just like, come on, by me so. You be to talk, come on, by me show. No one to me go on about you. And shout out to Lamade. Equally love the video, by the way. So after that one, when the album dropped, one of my favorite songs again was the song with T-Pain. So, and I knew you could do trap, you know, looking at every other thing that you've put out, you know, all the collaborations that you've had. So you're a kind of guy that you could segue into any genre and just own it and just be one they call.
Best to be the best.
So how did the collaboration with T-Pain, how did that come about though?
I mean, so I was working, I had this camp that I was working for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I was, you know, I had different producers come in. And then I got this call. And then it was like, yo, how would you feel if you had T-Pain on your records? I was like, what? I was like, T-Pain on my record? Like, yo, I love T-Pain, you know. Trust me, for the days of bartender, you know. For the days of buy you a drink.
Yeah. What's your favorite T-Pain verse?
I love every song.
I think my own is verse on I'm a Flirt.
Yeah, I think
when I pull up in the club, all the shorties be like, damn, 28.
And do you know, man, I trust me, I'm a T-Pain fan. Nobody can.
I know. I forgot about that one.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. So it was big for me. So I was just like, what song? I now started checking my. You know, I checked my album. I was like, what song is he good? They said, don't worry, he's good. Don't worry. And then one day I just saw a video of him. You know, he had already recorded a verse, and he went online, and then he, you know, premiered the song, and I was like, what? This guy's killed me on my record. You know? And then it only felt natural to just sound African on that record, just because, you know, he had already killed it. He gave me T-Pain, the T-Pain that I always, you know, everybody that had T-Pain on their verses, it's okay, but the T-Pain that I have gave me exactly what I wanted.
T-Pain.
You know what I mean? So it was just, you know, it was organic. I love it, like the stars are aligning, and you know, T-Pain and Wande is a dream collabo, even for me and my fans.
What was in your headspace when you actually, you know, put the song together?
Yo, I think it's KLP, like the producer.
It seems like you work with KLP a lot on the album.
I mean, yes, he has majority of some songs on the album, but you know, KLP, like, he's phenomenal. Like, he is. Like, to be honest, like, I heard the beat, and then he already killed it, like the beat, and then it was just only natural to just show, you know, my street side. It is, you know. Genesis is streets, you know, it's for my people, you know. So listen to it. Let's listen.
So I'm looking at the lyrics right now. So you're saying stuff like, let me take you back to the Genesis. When are they called like Tuta
Batis? What's Tuta Batis?
I don't know, bro.
The other way.
Batis Tuta.
Thank you very much. I mean, I always try to, you know, spinning songs.
I know.
So that's me. So I mean, that song is just to remind them that I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I also said I've multi-corning everywhere. Mama Shein,
Chocolate Thunder DJ right now is like, oh, that's what he meant, and blah blah blah. Because when you follow the lyrics right now, the only thing when they know now my practice, and they give them rum pom 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 classics. I know
they give them chances,
and I'm
setting a legacy, and I don't give it.
Bro. What was going through your mind when you actually wrote this one? Because I remember Batistuta, back in the day, man.
I mean, yes.
Number 9 from Argentina.
Yes.
See what I did there, Batistuta, Argentina.
You're smart, and it's good to always, you're very smart. So yeah, I mean, obviously, it just shows, I wanted to be braggadocious about what I've done in the industry, which is only right to do, and just also school, and also educate, the new generation of what no cap. I mean, so I mean, I'm setting a legacy, for the Nigerian music industry, and beyond. Deuce is like a double entendre.
Okay.
I mean, it's showing like all the things I would love to portray. Like it's also showing all the things that I've been through in the industry.
Yeah.
Also, I was able to squeeze in a love life thing and seriousness into it. So in the beginning it says, "Dream girl, girl of my dreams." So this be
we're having fun, fornication, suffocation.
I mean.
And you mean what?
I mean, I always try to.
Is that what you're about?
It's not about that. It's about education.
Fornication.
Like, no, not education.
Okay.
It's like I always want to
fornicate.
No. I don't want to do that. I said we're having fun. We're having fun.
Oh, so that's the fornication thing, right?
So it was just a way of putting words together to make it sound
fun, fornication.
But yeah, I mean, Deuce was just to show my my versatility.
Yeah. Okay.
That I could do trap and sound trap, So it's always good to be able to, say all these bad things on the record.
Yeah. So it was produced by Duni though. Okay, cool. I thought it was because there's a female producer also called Duni too as well. I thought she was that one. That she's dope. Like the female producer.
The same Duni.
The female one
that produced this juice.
She's hot though. She is
sweet. Though.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah. So aside the fact that she's talented, she's a tall glass of chocolate. It's tall glass of chocolate right there.
I'll tell her that she has a secret admirer.
One day.
One day.
I think I saw a video of you actually recording the song.
Yeah. I suppose that's, because I wanted to show people the process, of me, doing this. Some people, when they heard it, they was like, that's not him. This can't be him. Yeah, but, this is what I like to show. Like, this is what I do.
Okay.
Music is my calling. Music is my job. It's my 9 to 5, my 24 hours. You know what I mean? This is what I do.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to tell the story. Right when I just left secondary school, I remember there was a girl that asked me to take her to prom, and the prom was at Golden Gate, right here in Nikoi. And our brother actually drove me and the girl to prom, and I was sitting at the back with the girl, and the brother was like, "Come and sit in front."
Who's your driver?
So good, man. I'm loving the vibe. I'm loving the entirety of the album, though. So, what team did you want this, legend or no legend to actually take? Back in the day when we buy albums, I remember one of the first albums I bought was Ja Rule's "Pain Is Love," and when I listened to it, you was talking about love and and everything. So, what was the theme, or what was going through your head when you were actually making this album?
I mean, it was first of all, I wanted to touch on topics. I wanted to be conscious on some songs. I wanted to talk about my emotions. I wanted to talk about my experience, what I was going through at the time. I also wanted to, push people, to be better, with themselves. And that's what I've been able to do with different topics. By touching Nobody Holy, Come My Way, 3 Square Males, also driving people to be better people for themselves. I mean, with Nobody Holy, I just wanted to, it's a cautious song to say, to be honest with everybody.
Nobody holy, actually.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. And then the way, people judge people. People just go out there, just tweet up. You don't know anything about these guys, but you just want to talk bad about it. It's okay, but are you perfect? It don't mean you're going to take, it's not going to take money from you. It's not going to take away from the person.
Yeah.
So it's just just be
At the end of the day, though,
be good at what you want to do. Be good to people, and then also the sound has this fella thing going on.
Yeah,
you know, it reminded me of fella, and then I also wanted to incorporate that into the new sound. So, and that's what I've been able to do. And it has this salsa thing going on because I used to I danced everything. Salsa, makosa, galala, there's conto, name everything, swore, everything. I danced everything.
Everything.
Alata, that one.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I mean, so,
I remember that one.
I
remember that one.
So yeah, so that's what I've been able to do.
Every song, after song, has like you rightly said, you can never hear the same one they call on every record, man.
Yeah, that's what I've been able to do.
Okay, that's dope, to be honest, man. And I think the title of the album actually speaks for itself.
I mean, I love to push myself. It's like a battle between myself. Okay, you have to sound different on the next record.
Yeah,
you have to sound outstanding on the next record.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sound dope on the next record, and the sound too has to relate.
Yeah,
and that's what I've been able to do.
Yeah. So how were you able to get Wiz? And he's busy, he's everywhere, he's touring.
No,
yeah.
No,
so how? Yeah.
So what I had to do was, I had to fly to go meet him.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you want something, you have to go get it.
Yeah.
So what I did was, after all my concerts in December last year,
yeah,
I just took a trip 1 month to Ghana. And I was there for like the whole month, and I was just like, you know what, we have to make this work. And and then it happened.
Okay. I see that. That's one of my favorite songs off the album. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of the album. So right now you're touring for the better part of 2023, and you're looking forward to also having a concert at the end of the year. So right now your sound actually cuts between two generations. So you know that, right? Yes. So there's the millennials, which we are. That's me. Yeah. Then there's the Gen Zs, as well. Yes. People that can relate to your new stuff. Then there's us that can relate to the old stuff. Yes. And you're one of the very few people that can actually just do that. So how does that make you feel?
I mean, I feel blessed. I feel it's hard work and the grace of God.
Yeah.
Also I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. This is my job, so I just I have to make sure I get it right. So
talking about hunger right now, when a lot of artists are like, making their first album, putting out their first singles, we get that hunger or anything. But when they get relatively comfortable, when they start making money, and that hunger is not there anymore, so that's determination to actually just push themselves, kind of takes a backseat. And once you lose that hunger, you're not able to make, such classic records anymore. Okay. So how are you able to keep up that hunger?
Okay, so I sat down with there's one of my bosses that I sat down with, and then we just sat down. We were having this conversation where he just said, "You know what? There's no juju in this life that can save you." And I was wondering why he said that to me, and he was like, "The only juju in this life that can save you
is hunger,
is focus."
Okay.
So imagine now taking focus as an entity.
Yeah.
And now worshiping, sacrificing. So that's what I do. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, focus. What do we do to focus? You have to put all the hard work to focus.
True.
You know what I mean? You have to make sure that you're up early to focus. You have to make sure you're there on time to focus. An hour early, prepare, plan. Those are the things that I've been able to do over time. And I've always engaged myself with a lot of, activities, to put myself there. I play basketball, I play football, I'm always watching movies. I'm young at heart. I like to have
What's
fun.
your favorite movie of all time? I'll tell you mine.
I watch anime.
Okay, really?
Yes, I watch Castlevania.
I think it helps with creativity, though, by the way.
Yeah, I'm watching this one called Villain Saga.
Okay.
So these are the things that make me young at heart. And I have my team. I love my team because we always push each other. So those are the things that I feel like focus is the price.
But a lot of people, like for a lot of artists, when they get very successful, and it's hard for them to be able to get quality feedback. Because when you're actually putting money in the pockets of the people around you, they are like, they want that money to keep coming, and they are not able to actually just give you quality feedback. So
with me it's different because if you can't tell me the truth, I don't want you. You have to be able to attack me. You have to be able to say, "Oh, I think this thing that you're doing is wrong."
Yeah. So So for you though, does your ego get in the way? Where
Never,
you getting that feedback?
I mean, you can. Why? Like why? Like it doesn't have to. I even allow it because I feel like, I don't underestimate anybody. You might be younger than me, but still have it in here.
Yeah.
Upstairs. So it's about your IQ. It's about where you want to be, and it's about motivation. If I see that your stars align with mine, I want to work with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to Fireboy.
Yeah, so how was that? How was working with Fireboy on this one?
Yeah, so like you said, I told you I had this camp going on for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, Fireboy happened to be in the building. And then we were just recording. And then, I heard that he was there. And he heard I was there. And he was just like, and then he just walked in the session. And one thing with Fireboy, God bless him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
We entered the studio and he did like 5 songs immediately.
Wow. Okay.
So we had to choose Jabo out of
all the songs that you guys recorded.
So it's just like, okay, let's use this one. And then,
Okay, I think it's been a phenomenal time with you, Wande Cole.
Thank you,
just
man.
chopping up the Legend or No Legend album. I think the verdict is in right now, and you are an absolute legend.
Thank you.
Going by all the tracks you've listened to, the stories behind the making of these tracks and everything you've done in contribution to the growth of Afrobeats and the entire music industry as a whole, man. I've had, I think this is the most exciting interview I've had in a very long time.
Thank you.
To be honest, man. So I'm looking forward to where you go from here. To be honest, it's like everything that you do is so intentional and just mind blowing. To be honest,
like I said, I'm trying my best to be the best.
I'm looking forward to that London concert. To be honest,
yes, it's gonna happen. Obviously, I'm supposed to be in London in August.
Okay.
So I'm back to then in September, America. So, but this is what I've been doing for.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I said, you're in a very, very unique, position as an artist. You're cutting, between 2 generations.
It's like I've been best of both worlds.
I know, I know.
I know. I mean, I'm so happy, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy to be in this time. I'm so happy to be relevant right now. I'm so happy also to inspire the new generation and the old generation.
I know.
That makes me happy. It's like give an idea of New Testament and Old Testament.
So all I want to say right now is thank you so much for taking our time. We know you're a very busy man. New album out, and you just come in here to just show love and show support right now. No, anytime, my brother.
Thank you for reminding me and bringing even me now. I've gone listen to my old song.
All those old songs. Just before we let you go,
don't do that.
I have to because it's good when you drop an album that's called Legend or No Legend. It's great to actually remind folks that there's a reason why Wande Cole is absolutely a legend right now. So thank you so much for actually stopping by. Yes, sure. And we'll just end with this classic. All right, so I wouldn't introduce it. I'll just play it and just
doing that. Let me know this song.
So ladies and gentlemen, right now, just go out there, stream the Legend or No Legend album, listen to this one we're about to play right now. There's a reason why we call Wande Cole a legend. There's a reason why Wande Cole actually inspires a new generation of all the artists that we have just coming through right now into the Afrobeat scene. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We at the Beat at 99.9 FM, we keep supporting, we keep showing you love, whenever anything drops, we have your back 247.
Always.
All right, so yes, Wande Cole, Ikechukwu, and the band's birthday boy. Yes, you bad. Because you're bad.
Yes, what's up? I love that.